It's October 5th, 2025. I'm on top of one of the higher dunes at the Kelso Dune Field in the Mojave National Preserve, and it's a great place to get a 360 of this area. I'll zoom around a little bit and then point out some features. Here's a sand dune that we walked up. Then you came from the direction out there, parked out there. It's a pretty good hike. I mean, I'm always surprised how the last part of getting up these dunes, how hard it is. I mean, if you go up a real steep section, you make 2 steps and 1 step back. It's not the easiest of hikes, but it's really beautiful area. And you get good views, plus the sand dunes are pretty spectacular. These are large dunes, and the story behind the creation of dunes is that they're back 20,000 years ago out that way. Is Soda Lake, and there's some other dry lakes, and they had water in them. They were big lakes, and then they dried up as we came out of the glacial period. So by about 10,000 years ago, they were pretty dry, and since then, the prevailing wind direction is also coming from that direction. And so the dry lake had sands on the bottom, and the prevailing winds over time have blown the sand up on the side of the lake bed here, or really the alluvial fan, and they're kind of blocked from going any further by that's the Silver Peaks back there to the south of us. And so we're looking more or less north, or maybe a little bit to the west and north. And if I can zoom in a little more. And back there in the back on the skyline, it's getting kind of faint now to see it, but back in there, that's the Avawatz. And that's mountains right at the south end of Death Valley. And then we sweep around here, and we've got Kelso Mountains back there, and there's a nice little peak to hike called Kelso Peak in there. And then we're looking towards the Sema Dome. That's this kind of smooth topography feature that's out there. And beyond, on the right side of the dome, you can see the Clark Mountains poking up just there a little bit. And the Clarks are on the border with Nevada, California. So Vegas is the direction I'm looking right now. And then we sweep around here. Here's the Kelso Valley, and there's the old depot, train depot down in there. And then we have the Providence Mountains, which are beautiful. Got a lot of interesting vegetation. They get up pretty high. They got pine trees near the top. So it's a little kind of vegetation island, where the lower slopes is desert plants and animals, and you get higher up, then you get into kind of a more moist climate, and you can support pine trees. And the Mitchell Caverns, if you've heard of that, they're on the other side of these mountains, right through there on the back side. And that's worth a visit. We were there yesterday. And the mountains are made of Paleozoic carbonates, mostly. There's some other stuff in there. But so this is one of the few places this far to the southwest in California, you really get a substantial amount of limestone. And then I'm looking down kind of east. So over these mountains and some distance would be Colorado River. I-40 is just to the south of us. Across these mountains again, the Silver Peaks. Coming around here. Again, we're looking out towards the kind of southwest. I think we see part of the not San Gabriel's, but San Bernardino is in the distance. That means I show up in this. And then coming around here, beautiful day. Perfect for It's not, it's in the low 70s, so not too hot. But if you get a chance to come out to the Mojave, National Preserve, put the Kelso Dunes on your list because it's a nice hike and get a really good panorama.